Hi, I'm Dr. Neenu Garg. In this session, we will see more examples of Banker algorithm. Let's start. As you can see, this is a snapshot of processes at time t0. The question here is that at time t1, P1 requests for resources 1, 0 and 2. We want to find out that whether this request should be granted or not. So the solution for this is resource request algorithm. As per this algorithm, we pretend that this request has been granted. So once the request is granted, then we try to find out safe sequence using safety algorithm. For safety algorithm, you can refer to last video. So if you are able to find a safe sequence after granting this request, then this request will be actually granted. Okay, otherwise P1 must wait. The request will not be granted. So now we assume that this request of 102 by P1 has been granted. So the number of resources that are allocated to P1, initially they were 200. So just adding 102, now the number of allocated becomes 302. So the need of P1 will also now change. The need of P1 becomes 0, 2, 0. So initially it was something else. It was, as I remember, the need was 122. Now it is 020 after this request is fulfilled. The remaining needs of other processes remain same. You can copy these needs from previous session if you want, or we will calculate here quickly. It is 7, 4 and 3. For this, I just want to add on, I am using this formula, need equals to max minus allocation. Okay, so here it is 6, 0, 0. It is 0, 1, 1. And here it is 4, 3, 1. Now the number of available also decreases. Subtract 102 from 332. We get 230. So available now are 2, 3, 0. We will start from process P0 and we will try to find a safe sequence. So P0's finish I is false, but its need is greater than available. So it will not be executed now. It has to wait. Next is P1. P1 needs 020. Clearly 020 is less than 230. So yes, P1 will execute and P1 will release all the resources that are allocated. So just adding up the resources, which is 3, 0, 2. Now the number of available will come 5, 3, 2. Okay. Now P1 is done. Next is P2. Can you fulfill the need of P2? No. The need of P2 for A is 6. However, there are 5 instances of A right now available. So P2 must wait. Next is P3. The need of P3 is 0 for A, 1 for B and 1 instance for C, which is clearly less than 5, 3, 2. So we can execute P3. P3's need is fulfilled and P3 will release all the resources that are allocated to it, which is 2, 1, 1. So the number of available become 7, 4, 3. Now next is P4. I'm going from top to bottom this way. P4 need is 431, which is clearly less than 743. So P4 will be now executing and P4 releases all the resources that were currently allocated. So the number of available become 5, 4 and 7 like this. 7, 4, 5. So now again starting from the top, okay, these processes are done. Are we able to fulfill the need of P0 now? Yes. 7, 4, 3 is less than 7, 4 and 5. So P0 will be the next one to execute. The number of available now become 7, 4, 5 plus 0, 1, 0. These are released by P0. So available becomes 7, 5 and 5. So now P0 is also done. P2 is now also having its need less than that of available. So P2 will now execute and it will release all the resources that it was currently holding, which is 302. So just adding these resources, the number of available now become 10, 5 and 7. So P2 is scheduled last. So this sequence is safe sequence. So we see that if we grant this request of P1, then by using resource request algorithm, we see that the system remains in safe state. We were able to find out a safe sequence. So the answer is yes. We can grant this request of P1 at time T1. Now let's see the scenario at time t equals to 2. We see that at time t is equal to 1, the request of P1 for 102 was fulfilled. We just saw this. Now, after this request was fulfilled, this is the status of system. Available are 2 of A and 3 of B and 0 of C. At this time, can a request of P0 for 020 be granted? What we will do now? We will use resource request algorithm again, and we will pretend that this request is granted. After the request is granted, we will run safety algorithm to find safe sequence. If we are able to find safe sequence, this request will be granted, otherwise not. So let's start. Now the available are, because we have assumed that this request by P0 is granted, so the allocation of P0 becomes 030. Two instances of B are allocated, and so two instances of B are subtracted from available. Available now becomes 2, 1 and 0. Now we'll find out the need matrix. Need matrix is 7, 2, 3. Need is, I'm calculating need as max minus allocation. And for P1 it is 0, 2, 0. For P2 it is 6, 0, 0. For P3 it is 1, 1, 1. For P4 it is 3, sorry, it is 4, sorry, 3, 1. Now we'll try to find a safe sequence. We'll start with P0. P1 needs 723, which is greater than 2, 1, 0. So P0 cannot execute right now, it must wait. Let's come to P1. P1 needs 2 instances of B and currently we have just 1. So P1 also has to wait. P2 needs 6 instances of A and we have just 2 instances of A. So P2 has to wait. P3 needs, here it was 0. Please ignore this. The need of P3 was 2 minus 2, which is 0 for A. So we see that P3 needs 1 instance of C and currently we have 0 instance of C. So P3 also has to wait. And for P4, we see that there are, the need is of 4 instances of A and currently we have just 2 instances of A. So we see that if we fulfill the need of P0 0 to 0, then we are not able to fulfill the request of any other process. We are not able to fulfill the need of any other process. So we are not able to find. So we are not able to find any safe sequence at time T2. So this request of P0 cannot be granted. So this request cannot be granted. I hope Banker's algorithm is understood now. Thank you.